Today, I get to do these things. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am alcoholic. Today, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. It's Friday night. We have our Friday night crosstalk meeting tonight at 7 o'clock. If you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, I want to encourage you to come on down to 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington at Pea Ridge United Methodist Church for what we like to call the quickest hour in recovery. We'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock. Today, I get to do a lot of things that I didn't want to do 4 years ago, things that I couldn't do 4 years ago. I remember waking up 4 years ago going, man, I wish I could stop drinking. I wish I didn't have to take that first drink, but I have to take that first drink. Today, I can wake up and I don't need that I don't want that first drink. 4 years ago, I couldn't walk to my mailbox without, which is about 20 feet from my front door. I couldn't walk to my mailbox without getting short of breath, without needing to sit down on the steps whenever I came back from the mailbox. Today, I went and ran 5.5 miles. I get to do things today that before I wasn't able to do, or I couldn't do, or I had to do. Great example. I had to go to meetings. At least in my mind, I made myself go to meetings. I didn't want to. I didn't like to. I didn't like the idea of going to meetings, but it made sense to hang out with people who had solved their alcohol problem. So while I didn't want to, I had to if I wanted to solve my alcohol problem, which is exactly what happened for me for the first 25, 30 days of my sobriety. I didn't want to. It wasn't like the top of my to-do list for that day, initially in my recovery anyway, but I forced myself. Because again, my priority was, getting my sobriety, figuring out what those folks had done to solve their drinking problem so I could solve mine. Wasn't about whether or not I wanted to go. But I had to go. I made myself go. Today, I get to go to meetings. I get to go and fellowship with like-minded individuals, just like we do at Crosstalk. Today, I get to experience situations that 4 years ago, I would have just handled or wouldn't have handled by just pouring a bottle of booze down my throat. Today, I get to experience the ups and downs, the highs and lows, and all the in-betweens, all the emotional roller coasters that each individual situation brings to me. And we were talking with Deb on Tuesday night. And she was talking about how all the emotions, when you get clean and sober, how the emotions come back. And I asked her, I said, isn't that the point of sobriety? After all, isn't our life experience nothing but a bunch of emotions, the good emotions, the bad emotions, the neutral, the in-between emotions? That's what life is, right? And isn't that why we get sober, so we could experience those emotions? Think about it from this perspective. We would drink and drug to hide from those emotions. I would drink anyway to hide from certain situations because I didn't want to deal with it. And again, the responsibility that I undertook whenever I started my sobriety journey was to start accepting and experiencing those emotions. Initially, at first in my recovery, it wasn't too terribly fun, but I knew it was something I was going to have to do. Today, I get to experience those emotions, those good emotions, those bad emotions, but I don't have to drink over it today. And that's, again, the most remarkable thing to me. The most remarkable, transformative thing that I can pinpoint in my personal recovery. I don't have to drink. I get to go into a restaurant and sit down and not have to take a drink. I get to go and I can associate, I can talk with people, I can hang out with people who are drinking, and I don't have to drink. Recovery is just an incredible process, and I want to encourage you, if you think that you might have a problem, you probably do, talk to somebody. Just start talking to another alcoholic, another drug addict, somebody who has done the very thing that you think you might have a problem. Somebody solved that very problem that you think you might have. What's it hurt? What are you going to be out? An hour? 2? Is an hour or 2 not worth the investment to radically transform and change your life? Again, 4 years ago, I woke up and I couldn't walk to the mailbox. Now I get to go run. And that's the remarkable thing, to me anyway, about Alcoholics Anonymous, about the recovery program I work, is I've changed the way I look at things. Again, that hour and 2 investment of time just talking to somebody who seems to have solved the problem that you think you might have, that can change your world 2. I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys, absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. We'll be talking again soon, guys. Remember, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.